आपतामपहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसम्पदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम् आर्तानामार्तिहन्तारं भीतानां भीतिनाशनं विशतां कालदण्डं तं रामचन्द्रं नमाम्यहम् सन्नद्धकवचीखड्गी चापबाणधरो युवा गच्छन्ममाग्रतो नित्यं रामः पातु सलक्ष्मणः नमः कोदण्डहस्ताय सन्धिकृतशराय च खण्डिताखिलदैत्याय रामाय पन्निवारिणे रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेदसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीतायाः पतये नमः मङ्गलं कौसलेन्द्राय महनीयगुणाब्धये चक्रवर्ती तनूजाय सार्वभौमाय मङ्गलं सियावर रामचन्द्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमा की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. I think one in between I left one of them. Agrada Prishtadasi. Okay. Namah Shri Tulasidas Sadvarishthaya Dhimate पूरितं हृदयं येन रामप्रेमामृतेन मे दक्षिणे लक्ष्मणो यस्य तु जनकात्मजा पुरतो मारुतिर्यस्य तं वन्दे रघुनन्दनम्. So we are just starting this sixth, I think. Yes, at the 6.3415. Thing, yeah. Next. Maya Brahma. Maya Brahma Jiva Jagadisa Lachi Alachi Ranga Avanisa Kasi Magasura Marikramanasa Marumarava Mahideva Gavasa. Next. Saraganaraga Anuraga Viraga. Repeat. Nigamagama Guna Dosha Vibhaga. Saraganaraga Anuraga Vibhaga. Nigamagama Guna Dosha Vibhaga. Jada Chetana Guna Doshamaya. Visvakina Karatara Santahamsa Guna Gahipaya Parihari Bari Vikara सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय, बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय. This universe is filled with dualities. Dvandva Samuha it's called. Pairs of opposites, day and night, life and death, joy and sorrow. And this cannot be avoided so long as the world spins. Can you avoid? When the earth is spinning, obviously one side is having the sunlight, another doesn't have. And because of the very spinning itself, the seasons change. 1 hour extra we lose, and many of them still are in the bed thinking that, oh, we have more time to go. 9:30, many times I've seen 9:30 they come, over, yeah, it's over. So these pairs of Dvandva Samuha, and at the highest level it is Maya Tada Brahma. Maya Brahma Jiva Jagadisha. Maya is illusion, temporary appearance, and Brahma is Brahman, is absolute with no change. Nirvikari, Yeddadadreshyam, Agrahyam, Avarnam, Ajakshusutram, Tadapanipadam, Nityam, Vibhum, Sarvagadam, Susukshmam, Yadbhuta Yonim, Paripashyanti Nidairaha. It is said in the Upanishad that which is imperceptible, agrahyam, ungraspable, avarnam, with no color, achakshusrotram, cannot be known through eyes and ears, tatapanipadam, with no hands and legs, nityam, which is always there, vibhum, supreme presence, sarvagadam, all-pervading, ityadi. So, the nature of reality is that which does not change at any time, nirvikara tattva. Whereas Maya is that which is subject to constant change. And this Maya Krita Jagat is also constantly changing. Our mind, our thoughts, our emotions, our feelings, our priorities, our body, our likes, our dislikes, all these are all Maya. So, one thing we must understand is that even though experienced, it is not real. Even though experienced, it doesn't stay in the same condition at all times. That is the nature of Maya. See, in Advaita Vedanta, the difference is that in Dvaita, where the world is taken to be real, in Advaita Vedanta, they say apparently real. Appears to be real. Apparently means appears to be real. Whereas Buddhism go to the other extreme saying that nothing is real. So it's the middle one, absolutely real, that is Dvaitin. And most religions are of the nature of Dvaita only. The Christianity, Islam, Muslim, Islam and Judaism, all religions on one side of the, they say that the world is real and what we experience is real, etc. On the other hand, the other extreme Buddhism would say nothing is real. You are not also real. Whereas Vedanta says that what is experienced is experientially real, not absolutely real. Because the fact that it changes, and also in the state of a deep sleep, you can discard it completely. The very definition of reality is that which does not change at all. Satyam, which is that trikale abhi abhatitam, meaning that which does not change at any time. Because based upon parameters only, you can define a thing, right? Without any defining parameters, how will you conclude what it is? So the defining parameter for what is real is that which does not change at any time. And if that is so, The world, is it that way? That it doesn't change at all? No, it is constantly changing. Now the second thing is, what is that which witnesses all changes? Does it change? If the change is taking place, along with that, the perceiver or the witness of the change is also changing, you'll never know the change. That's why if there are two people, I see those two people, and I say, after some time, maybe 10 years later, if I see this, you have changed so much. So the person who is living with that person, who is the second person, will say, no, it's the same person. Because he doesn't see the change, because he is also changing. So person who is part of the change does not know the change. One who is not part of the change is the witness of that change. So within us is the presence of Brahman, who is constantly witnessing this change, undergoing no change at all. So that's why Maya Tata Brahma. That which changes, that which is not. That which is unreal, which is real. That which is constant, that which is continuously undergoing every moment transformation. Maya Brahma. At the individual level, Jiva Jagadisha. At the totality, it is Maya, the illusion, and the one who is substratum of that illusion. And in the case of individual, Jiva, the individual self, which is constantly changing, whereas the one who is the Lord of this Ishvara is not subject to change. So, Maya Brahma Jiva Jagadisa Lachi Alachi. We saw that in last class. Lachi Lakshmi, Alachi Alakshmi. So that means Lakshmi, prosperity and impoverishment. Ranga Avanisa. A person who is Daridraha, or another one is Avanisa, one who is the ruler of this world. The stark difference can be seen. Kasi Magasura Sarikramanasa. Kashi Kshetra, which is most auspicious, and Marubhumi, which is so dry and which is symbol of sin. Surasari, which is Ganga, which is considered to be the Suranam Sari, the Deva Nadi. And Kramanasa, Karmanasha is considered to be the water that takes you to hell. Maru Marava, again, Maru is a place where there is this Marubhumi, then Marab, Marwar. Stark difference in their prosperity or ability to grow food. Mahideva and Gavasa. Mahideva means a Brahmana who is considered as a living, auspicious presence in the earth, on the earth. Again, Brahmana does not mean one who is merely born as a Brahmana, but one who has gained the knowledge of the wisdom of the Vedas. Mahideva and Gavasa. Gavasa means those who are eating dead animals, cow, etc. Gavasa. Saraga Naraga. Swarga and Naraga. Again, Swarga is the place of heaven and all Bhoga, and Naraga is hell, meaning where all punishments, all impure activities, or all sinful people assemble and continue to suffer there. Swaraga Naraga, Anuraga Viraga. Anuraga, attachment or love. Viraga means Vairagya, which is detachment. These are the pairs of opposites. Nigama Agama Guna Dosha Vibhaga. So these Nigamas and Agamas, those who are traditional scriptures, are those which are in a particular culture which is taken as a aidiham. So Nigama Agama, they vibhaga, they clearly discriminate between guna and dosha. What is guna and what is dosha? What is virtue and what is vice? See, some of the things we know by just merely observing, some of them we do not know. Unless one is exposed to study of Vedanta, etc., one would not know what is Maya and what is Brahman, what is Jiva and what is Jagat. By practically looking at the physically looking, one will not understand, right? So, these Vedas, etc., are there to teach us what is guna and what is dosha. By looking at the person, do you know what is the guna in that person, dosha in that person? Or looking at an object by itself, do we know unless we experience it what it is? So some of the things we can experience and know, some of them we need not experience. Smoking is cancerous. Let me try and then find out. What's the point in that? Do you need to do it yourself to know that it is dangerous? Poison kills. Oh, let me try. You may try, but you won't be there to tell anybody. So certain things we need not have to go through ourselves. By observing, by reading, by listening, by faithfully listening, by trusting in the source, we must know, oh, okay. I don't need to try it out myself and to know it. So, these all are created. Jada chetana guna doshamaya visvakina kartara. One who created Visvakina, he created this universe. How God has created. If you have the way that somebody had visualized it and made it possible, Swamiji, why do you conclude that way? Even this hall, somebody thought about it, right? Think what carpet should be there, what color carpet should be there, where the pillar should be there, how the thing has to be built, how many lights should be there, what kind of air condition, how thick should be the wall, how many doors. Is it not some intelligence has gone into this? Suddenly it appeared. Even to create a little thing, how much of information needed, how much of material needed, how much of knowledge needed. Think about the whole universe. Endless cosmos. And functioning so beautifully without causing trouble to anyone so far. For earth is spinning on its own, earth is there, water is there, fire is there, air and space and everything is cohesively working to make life possible in this place at least. If they are clashing with each other, prapancha. So this very observation you will know, by intelligently observing you know that it is not created haphazardly. Gurudev used to say, it's not a chaos, it's a cosmos. Chaos, if you want to see, you go to your teenager's room. That's called chaos. Nothing is in place. One slipper there, one slipper there. Underwear that side and then towel on the other side. That is called chaos. Nothing in place. Whereas this universe, so even this little thing, if you take a flower and look at it carefully, what a beauty is created in that. How it is potential to become a fruit, how there is fragrance, how there is color, how there is so much of information is contained in that simple flower. You look at it, and the perfection with which Bhagavan has worked on it, each one of them, you can call Bhagavan or nature. And again, nature cannot be by itself, it has to be then intelligent to make that possible. So, and also the hidden laws that are governing the entire universe. So, Biswakina Karatar, the whole world is created by that Supreme Being. And how? Jada Chetana, in the form of living and non-living. ये जड़ा जो समूह है, जड़ा जगत है, so किसको मालूम होगा? If there is only inert world, who will know that it exists? There should be chetanatva, consciousness, awareness, living being, to even appreciate what is there. So, Jada is not Chetan, Chetan is not Jada, but they are together. Jada Chetana Guna Doshamaya, with the gunas and doshas. So both are there in this world always. That is how the whole world is created. Jada Chetana Guna Doshamaya Visvakina Karatar. Now, in world outside we can see this. What is Jada and what is Chetan? What is inert and what is living? Now tell me, are you Jada or Chetan? Swamiji, 4 hours back I am Jada. I was Jada. Now I think I am Chetan. I am alive. 4 hours back I was not even aware that I was alive. Right? And if you keep talking, I will become Jada soon. One professor went on talking. Finally I said, how was my class? One person said, my body became numb, my mind became dumb. That's what happened finally. So here, Jada, are you Jada or Chetan? What is your answer? Both, right? Which is Jada and which is Chetan then? Are you both? Are you Jada? Are you Jada? In any part of your body is Jada? You have to say yes, because without the Chetan, the whole body is Jada only. If that life within is removed, the body, immediately it becomes inert. And it starts decaying so fast. But we don't feel that way, do we? Do we feel that a part of me is Jada? We don't. So it is, so in ourselves, what is Atma and what is Anatma? What is that which is living and what is non-living? Non-living means by itself cannot live. Independently it cannot live. So, it is difficult to recognize these two. Even in this world, what is that which is considered to be Maya Kritam and what is Brahman in that? It is said in the, Drigdrishya Viveka that Astibhadi Priyam Rupam Namachetyam Shapanchakam Aditrayam Brahma Rupam Jagat Rupam Tatonyata Tatodvayam. Asti Bhati Priyam, existence, awareness and dearness. These are there in us. I am, I know I am, and I love myself the most. Everybody. You love yourself the most, right? Before loving anybody, you must have a self-love. So, Asti Bhadi Priyam. In these three of them are Brahma Rupam. Nama and Rupa is Jada. Astivadi Priyam Rupam Nama Cha Iti Amsha Panchakam. There are 5 aspects. Aditrayam Astibadi Priyam. Aditrayam Brahma Rupam. Jagat Rupam Jada Rupam Tatodvayam. The Nama and Rupa is Jada. Now, tell me, are you Jada and Jagat or Chetan? Form is Jada. Name is Jada. Meaning Jada means inert. So the physical body by itself cannot independently exist without the life in it. So that is Jada. Similarly, the thoughts and emotions and feelings, etc., cannot be known unless you are conscious of it. As much in the sleep where I am not conscious of it, my mind does not have any more thoughts or emotions until I wake up. I wakens means the consciousness is aware, that awareness happens, then only that I am aware of. Even when you go to sleep with hunger and you don't know while sleeping, and when you wake up, oh, I'm so hungry. Until then what happens? You are not hungry? Body was not hungry. Thirsty, etc., hunger, thirst, etc. How do you come to know? After even you become awake. So the body by itself does not know its own existence. Hunger is not known to the body. Right? So within us itself, Atma, Anatma is there. Atma, Chetana Rupam. Anatma, Jada Rupam. So, this discrimination is very intricate and not easy to comprehend. That requires an intellect which can discriminate it so well between Jada and Chetan, Atma, Anatma. This is called Viveka. And it is said a legendary bird called Hamsa is representing this. That's why in our Chinmaya Mission emblem you will see that Hamsa bird is there on the top. That Hamsa bird can distinguish between milk and water, even they are mixed. Milk and water, when mixed, can you remove them that easily? When you put it in the microwave, and the steam, that is water. Water evaporating there, slowly. When the water evaporates, it comes immediately out. So, when the milk and water are mixed, how difficult it is to discriminate. So also, Atma Anatma Vivechanam. The discrimination between the real and the unreal, the Atma and the Anatma. So, Santa Hamsa Gunaka Hipaya Parihari Bari Vikar. Santa Mahatmas are called Hamsas. Santa Mahatmas are, but they give the name Paramahamsa. Some people keep themselves. I am Paramahamsa. Who told you? I kept myself. What is a big deal? Paramahamsa means one who has this ability to discriminate clearly, not discriminating people based upon name, religion, caste, color. That's not the discrimination we are talking about. That's a political one. Here, discrimination, differentiation to be precise between what is real, what is not real in me. And what is not real in me will eventually die and go away. And what is real in me is immortal, eternal, always there. That is what I am. This constant assertion is what makes a person liberate in life, liberation while living. Jivan abhi mukta bhavati. Because one who knows that oneself as immortal, will he be afraid of anything at all thereafter? Will he be ever caught down by any sorrow, any kind of tragedy? Upon knowing whatever happens in the form of tragedies and sorrows belong to the Anatma, not me. And it is going to happen eventually, today or tomorrow. So here, Sant Hams, what do? Guna Gahahi. Gun ko grahan karte hain. What is correct? What is virtuous? They take that paya, that is in the form of the milk. Then, Bari Parihari Bikar. Whatever is Bikar, whatever is subject to change, that's like water to be discarded. So, just like the Hamsa bird will take only the milk out of that and discard the water. In the same way, Santa Mahatmas are called like Hamsa because they take what is virtuous, good, and they reject what is dosha. Even when they meet the people, what is guna in that person they will take and discard what is dosha. Similarly, at the higher level, they look at the Atma in everyone, and about the Anatma, they don't even bother about it. Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Brahmane Gavihastini Shunicheva Swapakecha Pandidaha Samadarshinaha. They have a samadarshitvam, they have equanimity in their vision because they see what is always there, equal in everyone, and discard whatever be the difference. So, Shatro mitre putre bando ma kuru yatnam vigraha sando sarvasmin api pashyatmanam. There, everywhere you see atmanam pashya. Sarvatra utsruja beda ajnanam. तो भेद अज्ञान है, उसको छोड़ दो. Shatra, Mitra, Bandha, and all these people don't have too much of, don't worry about them. Shatro, Mitre, Putre, Bandho, Ma, Kuriyatnam. Do not spend too much time on that. Vigraha Sandho, they come and go. Sarvasmin api Pashya Atmanam. See that self in all. Sarvatra Utsruja Beda Ajnanam. So that is the nature of Santa. Jadachetana Guna Doshamaya Visvakina Karatar Santahamsa Guna Kahahipaya Parihari Vari Vikar. So the water is that which is to be discarded and milk is to be taken up. That's what the Hansa does. Similarly, these great Mahatmas take Guna Kahahi or Bikar, uska, whatever is subject to change and vices is discarded. No, it is said when Lakshmana was very upset once, that he felt that Bharata has schemed the whole thing, sitting somewhere else. So one day he told Ram, I think this fellow has really planned very well and had made sure that you are out and he can grab the kingdom. So Bhagavan Sri Rama said, you don't know about Bharata. He is a person I consider as the greatest blessing to the entire solar dynasty. Sri Rama is always in praise of Bharata because of his guileless, innocent love for the Lord. And he says in the Ayodhya Kand in one place, Saguna kir avaguna jalatata bilai jajai parapancha vibrata bharata hamsara vibamsa tadaga janamikina guna dosha vibaga kahi guna payataji avaguna bari nijajasa jagata kina ujiyari Kahata Bharata Guna Sila Sobhavu Prema Payodi Magana Raguravu. You understand here, Lakshman? Saguna, Kheer. The good qualities are like that milk. Kheer is milk. Yeah. Avaguna Jala. Avaguna, the sinful one is like water. Tata. Milai Rachai Prapanchi Vidata. Together, mixed together, the whole world is created. Meaning, the world is a mixture of these two. Unless you have the right intelligence, you cannot discriminate it correctly. Everything is of this kind, mixed together. Papa, punya, good and bad, right and wrong, joy and sorrow. Everything is, see, a same thing can give you joy at some point of time. The same thing can give you unhappiness also after some time. It's constantly is mixed with these two, and one has to become aware of it and take the right thing. And I consider Bharata as a Hamsa. Bharata Hamsa Rabibamsa Tadaga Janamikina Guna Dosha Vibhaga. And I consider Bharata as a Hamsa born in the lake of the solar dynasty. Bharata Hamsa Rabibamsa Tadaga Janamikina and Raguna Dosha Vibhaga. He is the one who is so intelligent, who could do this clear discrimination. Kahi guna payataji avaguna vari. Kahi guna payataji avaguna vari. Again, he has taken up the good qualities, which is Gahi, Grahi, Gunapaya, which is in the form of milk, Teji Avaguna Bari, and has discarded the water called sin. Nija Jasa Jagata Kina Ujiyari, and he has brought great amount of fame to himself, without himself knowing it. Nija Jaga, just a Jagata Keen Ujjari, and he had illumined the entire solar dynasty because of his saintly nature. And thinking about that Bharata, Kahata Bharata Guna Sila Sobhavu. While thus thinking and talking about Bharata's quality to Lakshmana, Bhagavan went into the state of total devotion to Bharata. Prema Payodi Magana Ragurao. He sunk himself in the ocean of love. So, Sri Rama is so much in devotion to Bharata, knowing how great is that person. We have that picture, see that. Rama giving the padukas to Bharata. With love, he's saying that I know you. You don't need me. You are. Oh, light came. You no, he put it on the. You are. I don't need. You don't need me. Your devotion to me is sufficient. You will do the right thing. And I know it. So, that is how Bhagavan has clearly extolled the qualities of a Santa. Continuing here, in the verse number 1 after 6th Doha, that is 7.1. Asa viveka jab deyi vidata tab taji dosha guna ki man rata kala subhav karma pariyayi balev prakriti bas chukai balaye so sudari hari jana jimilehi dali dukha dosha bimala jasudehi kalavu karahi bala payi susango mitayina malina subhavu abango asa viveka jab deyi vidata jab jadi dosha guna ki manurata kala subhav karma bariyayi balav prakriti bas chukai balayi so sudari hari jana jimilehi dali dukha dosha vimala jas dehi kalav karahi bala payi susango mitayina malina subhavu abangu asa viveka tabdeyi vidata. So, this way, this kind of viveka, viveka, as I said, that ability to discriminate clearly, jab deyi vidata, that very swan-like ability to discriminate. When a person is blessed with this ability to discriminate, then only taptaji dosha gunahi manurata. Then and then alone, the mind is capable of teji dosha, ability to discard the dosha, and then with the other quality of guna, gunahi manurata, and with it can enjoy truly the goodness of everything. So the goodness of everything can be enjoyed only when the impurities and blemishes of the thing is completely discarded. If you see how even the monkey, if you give anything to it, it will clean up everything before it eats. Only human beings won't do it. They know they will not take dirt. They will clean it up and then only eat. So in our life, we must make sure that we discard the impurities, and then only we can really enjoy the quality of what is good. So, Kala subhav karma bari aayi. Balev prakriti bas chukahi balai. But what to do? In our life, things are not so easy to discriminate due to passage of time, as well as over a period of time we have gained lot of swabhav, habits. Kala swabhav and karma bari aayi. And various karmas that have been done by us, various actions over many, many lives. And we have come to the very grip of the Prakriti. Balevu, Prakriti Basa. Yes, we have come under the grip of this Prakriti, Maya, in the form of our own vasanas, our own inherent tendencies, strong habits, inability to give up our own ways of living, over a many period of time, many passage of time, Balevu Prakriti Basi. Balevu Chukai Balai. So then because of that, even Balai, even those people are good, they deviate Chukai from Balai. Balevu Balai Chukai. Meaning, we ourselves deviate ourselves from even the goodness. So to say, that power of Maya or power of Prakriti is so strong. Nigraha kim karishyati. Bhagavan Krishna says, Prakritim yanti bhutani. Nigraha kim karishyati. The ability, the force of the nature and force of the past and force of our habits, force of our own actions, past actions, can deviate us from, even upon knowing what is good, we will not be able to do it. So this is not a despair. Huh? This is not a desperation. Then what can we do? So people have the tendency, destiny is I cannot do anything about it, which is not correct, which is going to come later. So, but presently the time as though has got so much of power over us. We are all controlled by time all the time. Nowadays we eat looking at the time. Are you hungry? Wait, another 1 hour. What? I am not hungry because it is only 11 o'clock. Why do you go by the time? Everything is now determined by the so-called kala, which is such a, it's a concept basically. Really, the kala is only a concept, a time. It's not real as we think it is. Let's say there is cosmic time and the relative time also there. Cosmic time is where the earth is spinning, and that is a cosmic time. You and I cannot change anything about it. We can put it 1 hour back, 1 hour front, that we can do. But that is going to happen anyway. It is constantly moving. You cannot stop that. But the relativity of time is where we can work. It is said that once Einstein was sitting in a park bench and he was just thinking about something. Then one elderly lady, senior citizen, she came and sat down. And she did not know who is sitting next to her, and then she was reading some papers. Oh, Einstein? Yes. I have to ask you a question. Oh my God, I thought I will be alone. And okay, what is it? What is, in brief, can you tell me what is relativity, theory of relativity? Very simple words you should tell me. It's not easy. So he said, see, if I am spending 10 minutes with you versus if I spend 10 minutes with your young daughter, there will be difference. What difference? With you, 10 minutes look like 1 hour. With her, 10 minutes look like seconds. That's a relativity of time. Chalo. Now, This is the relative aspect of the time. So cosmic time is there, but our mind works mostly on the relativity. If a job is given to you which you don't like, it looks like a dragging and dragging and dragging. Or something which you like, or somebody whom you like, with that, spending time with that person, or doing something which you like. When you go to sleep, which you like so much, 4 hours over, 8 hours over, I just went to sleep. That's why when you go from here to India, so you are so excited to go and meet people, and there is no jet lag at all for you. But coming back, oh my God, no. Next 2-3 weeks in a jet lag. Why? It's more psychological to say, because there you are excited, you forget about it. Coming back, the same routine, back after vacation is over, same thing, I have to start all over again. So this relativity. So it is said, Samayeva karoti bala abalam. Time alone makes a person, even a good person, change to become bad. Even a person of strength to become weak. That is said, Kalo jayati bhutani, Kala samharate prajaha, Kala swapne cha jagarti, Kalo hi duradikramaha. Kala jayati bhutani. In fact, the time wins over all beings. Kala samharate prajaha. It is a time that actually makes people disappear also. That's why even Yama is called Kala. Kala one meaning is dark, but Kala here also means the time spirit. Kala, Swapna, just Jagarti. In the both waking and dream, it is the time that is ruling there. Kalo ki tur adikramaha. You cannot transcend that. So, then what is the solution for that? Kala sobhava karama bari ayi, baleva prakriti basichukai balayi. So, with the surrender to Bhagavan and knowledge of the reality, one, in spite of what this Maya, whose control is Kala and Desha, etc., can be overcome, not that you can remove the effect, but you can face it without becoming a victim. Because what is Kala? That which brings karma phalam. Kala, time is that which brings the result of your action. You have done a thing today, and time decides when the result should come. Some results may be immediate. Some of them will take time. Don't we say, do it, and time will come. Time will come for the result to come. So time decides when the result should come. And that time is divided as Sanchita, Agami, and then Prarabdha. Through jnanam, through correct understanding and knowledge and devotion to the Lord, one can overcome what is collected over many lives and as well as what is going to happen in the future. But what has already started, Prarabdha, Prarabdham uttama janaha na parityajanti. This Prarabdha karma and its effects, what is already started and its results, na parityajanti uttama janaha. They do not discard it, they face it. And the facing of that Prarabdha, what has already started to give results, is possible only when one has a total surrender to the Lord as well as correct knowledge that I, as an immortal being, cannot be a victim of what happens to my body or the mind. Prarabdha karmanam bhogadeva kshayaha. Prarabdha karma can be exhausted only by experiencing it. And how you experience is decided by your knowledge. That's why Bhagavan Buddha said very clearly, sorrows in world or sorrows in life are not avoidable. Suffering is optional. Whether you want to suffer or not is your choice. That suffering is more when you don't have the knowledge. Suffering is way less when you have the correct understanding. Who then would be able to overcome this effect of the kala that is said in the next verse? So sudari hari jana jimilehi. We read that. So sudari hari jana. Those who are hari jana, bhaktas of the Lord, devotees of the Lord, sudhari. They are able to, just like the Hari Bhaktas or the devotees of the Lord are able to overcome this. What? So sudhari hari jana jimilehi dali dukha. They are able to discard or eradicate all which is called dukkha dosha, dali dukkha dosha. They are able to discard dukkha and dosha and all the weaknesses, vimala jasuddehi, and that brings great glory to them. The devotees of the Lord are capable of facing the results of their past actions because of the very strength of devotion. Yat bhavyam bhavadu bhagavan purva karmanurupam edat pratyam mama bahumadam janma janmantarepi. In Mukundamala, Kulashekar Arvar says, Yat bhavyam bhavadu bhagavan purva karmanurupam. Whatever need to happen in my life according to the past action, let it be. This is my prarthana. Give me that strength, O Lord, so that I do not become a victim of what has been the result of my past actions. But I cannot go and change it, right? It is over. What is done yesterday, previous minute I cannot change. What I can only change is my attitude towards how do I face it now. What we do is, I should have been, it could have been, we always could have, should have. I should not have come here. I should not have married this person. I should not have taken that job. You have already done, which knowingly or unknowingly, the blunders. Now, what is the point in sitting and crying about it? Yat bhavyam bhavatu bhagavan purva karmanurupam etat pratyam. This is my prayer. Bahumadam janma janmantareyapi. Even many lives I have this wisdom. Past cannot be changed. Let me face it. So sudhari hari jana jimilehi. Just as the sudhari, the harijana sudhari, those who are able to take the sorrows without complaining about it, by removing the sorrows by devotion, bimala dali dukkha dosha, having eradicated this dukkha and dosha, and bimala jasadehi. No saint's worth the name has ever said that life is smooth, always everything is on a rosy path. No. The more they become devoted to the Lord, they become capable of facing all the sorrows, whether body related, mind related, society related, all that without any complaint. Okay, let me go through this. Don't say that, oh, he is a devotee of the Lord, therefore he will not have any sorrows. No. They also, like anybody else, will go through that, but they would do it with a smile. Chalo. Let me face it. You and I become so agitated, depressed and dejected and become sorrowful and make everybody around us sorrowful. But they smile away. Kalahu karahi balpaya susanga mitayina malina subhava abanga. Those people who are not Hari Bhaktas, those who are not devotees of the Lord, They are wicked by nature. They may probably become good for a short period of time due to satsanga. Khalahi, karahi. Even the wicked people do bala, good things, payu susangu. When they are in the good company, even the evil one appear to do good. Swamiji, you are right. When I come here, I feel good. When you are in the people, among the people who are not thinking evil of anyone, when you are in the company of those people, I think I am a nice person, Back home, his wife looks at him, nice person, you? Okay. When you come home only, I know who you are. Rakshasa comes out of you. So even as they are in the satsanga, they may feel that they are good. They may become good. They may do good also. See, sometimes when you do seva, when they are in a social organization or any religious organization, they come and do seva. Then one person who does a lot of seva in a Chinmaya Mission Center, then he went to their home for Bhiksha. Then I told his wife, he's such a nice person, so much seva he does. Swamiji, nothing he does at home. वहाँ सब करता है, यहाँ कुछ नहीं करता. Tell him to do that also here. Not even one thing he will move from one to another. There he will take chairs and tables on वहाँ से यहाँ. घर में कुछ नहीं करता है. Because of the satsanga, the quality of the people, and then you also feel like doing. So, khalahi karahi bhale paayi susanga. But their original nature doesn't change. Mitayina malina subhava abangu. Abangu means not subject to destruction at all. What? Abangu, not being discarded, na mitayi, malina subhava. They are impure nature, by really speaking, has not undergone any change. ये भक्ति से ही होता है. By the devotion to the Lord alone, whether you are in the company of the good or otherwise, you continue to be good. Because of the understanding Bhagavan is constantly there with me, watching what I am doing. That understanding should be there. We'll see more of it in the next session. Om sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramaya, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschid dukkhabhat bhavet. Om shanti shanti shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namah. Harihi Om.